Hello, my name is Almumbar. In this video, we will discuss how to read the documentation of Keras and TensorFlow. In this video, we will see the how we can install the TensorFlow and Keras and load how we can load the pre-existing data from the TensorFlow and Keras. And this is the example of MNIST dataset and how we can build the models like different defining layer, compile, and fitting the model with the parameter. And also we can see the different type of optimizer we can use, atom optimizer, SGD, all those things. And after that we can see all different type of loss function, mean square for linear regression, regression task, and binary cross entropy for binary classification, categorical cross entropy for multi-class classification, all those things. And after that we evaluate the metrics model for model performance, and in the last we can predict and evaluate all those things. And after that visualize the results. For this we just go with the website and see the documentation. Let's go with the documentation. First of all, go to the TensorFlow documentation page, and for this type the in the Google TensorFlow documentation and go to the TensorFlow, and after that go to the installation part. And here is the command we can use, pip install TensorFlow. And for upgrading the version, just install pip install upgrade pip. And in the right side, this is the thing we can see on this page what is there. And in the left side, we can go all those things. And for we are new in the TensorFlow, so first go in the learning and go to the introduction part. And here's the introduction, and go with the TensorFlow fundamental tutorial for beginners here, and go with there. And here is the for beginner quick start for TensorFlow, and here we can build the model, and here we can see the load data, all those things. For beginner we quick start for there, and we can see here what is there on this page. Setup TensorFlow, load the data set, build a machine learning model, train and evaluate your model, and after that conclusion, all those things there. And in the right side we can see different type of thing is there, TensorFlow tutorial, all those things, expertise, ML with Keras, all those things here. What we can see here, load the pre-built data set, all those things. First we import, we already we pip install the TensorFlow, so just to import TensorFlow as TF. And we can, if we want to see the version of the TensorFlow, then we just TF dot underscore underscore version and underscore underscore, and we can see the version, which version is TensorFlow is there. And after that we can download the dataset directly. And MNIST dataset is the dataset in which number between 0 to 9, 0 to 10, I think 0 to 10 or 9 is there. And there are a lot of images is there. And we can directly download the MNIST dataset with the TensorFlow library tf.keras.dataset. And what the dataset name is, MNIST dataset. This is the name of the dataset we can directly download. And we can, after downloading the dataset, the name is the dataset is MNIST, we give the name of dataset is MNIST. After that we can just split in the train test, and this is the code for simple split the train test split MNIST.load data, and here we can split all those things. And why we are dividing 255, just here we can see the divide scale these value to the range of 0 to 1 by dividing by 255. 255 is the specific number because pixel size, these are the images, and total pixel is 255, that's why is 255 number is there. After that we can see how we can build a machine learning model, basically machine learning model, deep learning model, all those things. And here we can see the build a TensorFlow model with the sequential, by the sequential. So this is the basic and simple thing we can see, model.tf.keras.model.sequential. And after that, first thing what we are doing here, just tf.keras.layer and flat all those things. Input shape is there 28 by 28 because in the data set has the input shape is 28 by 28, that's why input shape is there. After that what we are doing here, dense layer. There only we are using only one layer, dense layer, and 128 number telling that 128 unit is there. And activating function we are using ReLU. We will see all those things after in the class. And here we can see the dropout layer. What is the dropout layer? it's we can see in the class also. And after that, the last layer is telling that how many classification you want to classify class, and this is the number is 10 because there are total 10 numbers we have to see, like starting from 1 to 9, 1 to 10, or I think 0 to 9, all those things. And after making the model, this is the input layer and this is the output layer, and we can use different type of dropout, all those things in between them. And after making the model, what we have to do after making the model, we have to compile the model. And for compiling model dot compile, we use optimizer, optimize different type of optimizer. We will just see in the class all different type of optimizer, loss function, matrices we use. For here, for model prediction, we use matrix accuracy. That's why the matrix name we are putting here accuracy. And loss function, what loss function they are using? The loss function they are using is sparse, critical, cross, entropy, and all those things is there. You can directly put the name here also. And optimizer, they are using atom optimizer. After compiling the model, what we are doing, we just train and evaluate model. So for training the model, model dot fit, here we are passing xtrain and ytrain for training data. And we are setting epoch 5. Epoch means how many time we run the model on that data set. We can increase the parameter in the fitting, like we can increase the epochs, and we can also increase the batch size, all those things we can discuss in later. And after that, training part is done, we can evaluate the model by evaluate model dot evaluate on the test data set, all those things. After evaluation, we can clearly see the this is the accuracy is going up to 97%, and loss is the very less, 0.07. And this is the result we can get. And after that, we can plot all those things similar like the in machine learning model. And this is the TensorFlow documentation and how we can build the model in TensorFlow. This is the simple thing using the Keras library. And now we can see the Keras documentation also. For this, we have to go with the Keras documentation. First, go in the Google and type the Keras documentation. This is the first page you can see, Keras Deep Learning for Human. You can go directly and get in this Get Started API guide examples. You can go with the Get Started part, and here we can see the right side what is there, learning resources, installation, all those things. And for this, we can go in the left side, introduction to Keras for engineer. And here we can see all those things, introduction, setup, first example for with the mnist, all those things. And here we can see if installation, we can just pip install Keras and install the Keras library. And after that, we can import the Keras, all those things. For now, for loading the data directly, we can use xtrain, ytrain, xtest, ytest, Keras dot dataset dot mnist. And they have already have lot of data, and the name is mnist. That's why they put the name here, mnist dot load data. And lot of data set, you can directly put the name and load the data directly. You no need to go in the website and download the data, all those things. And after that, all those things they are doing pre-processing and scaling image, all those things makes all those things here. And after that, build the model. How we can build the sequential model in the Keras? Simple, we can use the uh, Keras dot layer input shape, and the shape is the input shape. Whatever input shape of the our data we can put here directly. And after that, this is they making like a convolution 2D model. That's why here is the Keras dot layer dot convolution 2D. And we can use convolution 1D, LSTM, ANN, all those things here. We can clearly see how we can add the layer and all those things here. And uh, after that, building the model, just put the model dot summary and we can get the idea. This is the sequential model, and we can clearly see first layer is convolution 2D, and this is the parameter, all those things is there, and total parameter, trainable parameter is there. And after that, what we have to do after building the model, same thing we have to do, model dot compile and use the loss function optimizer matrix. So we can directly give the name and no need to this all directly we can give the name. And after that here is they using callback function early stopping, they no need to do this. And after that we can directly go for the model dot fit xtrain ytrain, no need to give the cache size here for at that time we will discuss later, and directly give the xtrain ytrain and just fit the model here. And after that we just evaluate dot model dot evaluate xtrain x test y test. Verbose 0 is basically mean just ignore the all those things, that's why it's the basic 0. And after that we can save the model, all those things similar like TensorFlow. This is the very basic introduction about the documentation, all those things. This is the basic introduction of Keras and TensorFlow. If you want to see all those things, you can go directly with the documentation, and whatever you want to see, you can just go and see all those results. Even in the TensorFlow, you can go and check the um, different type of parameter we can use for this. We can directly go here and we can see different type of data set is there. Uh, Different type MNIST data set, fashion data set. This is the name of all those data sets, cipher, and all those data set is available here. Just what you have to do, just write the name directly and load the data set. No need to download the data set. You can download data set here also, and in this side you can directly see load data set option, all those things here. And also you can see the different type of end-to-end example is there. Here the example with the neural network on MNIST data set with the Keras. For loading the data, you can do different type of thing. You can load directly tf.ts load, directly name, split rent, different type of method is there. And after that all those thing normalization you can do. And here is the steps to create the model, how you can build the model tf.keras.model.sequential. These are the codes and syntax you have to write. Tf dot layer flatten, first layer is flatten, to flatten the first layer. After that build the dense layer, first dense layer in this 128 unit is there. And activation function, different type of activation function you can use. And after that the output layer you can choose in the end. Keras dot layer dot 10 is the 10 is the basically 10 class, because there are 10 classes, that's why number is 10. And after that building the model, you can compile the model. This is the very simple model. Here is the only two layer is there, one is the dense layer and other one is the output layer. And after that building the model, just fit the model. And for this there is only 6 epoch, and after this you can just evaluate all those things. Then this is the documentation you can explore when you go, and all those things there. Thank you.